Hello, everybody, and a good day to you all. The dance from the Netflix original movie called Swapped, movie starring Michael B. Jordan, Juno Temple, Tracy Morgan, Cedric the Entertainer, Justina Machado, and many others to the cast as well too. In the story, we follow this little creature named Ollie, and you watch him with his family as well, and he meets this bird because the thing is though he's out of all the creatures that he is, he's the most curious, and he also wants to make friends. So he sees this bird struggling to try to find food, and he helps the bird out, teach the bird how to get the food out these little, I guess you could say, seeds out of these little nuts out of this pod, and then things go wrong from there. So now his people are starving. He doesn't know what to do. And the thing is though, his father is mad at him because he pretty much invited this person into their home, and then they just invaded and took over everything, and they took all the food for themselves, and nothing for them, and so now he's struggling. But his grandmother has told him a story of the past, how things used to be, about these creatures who usually had these little pods that caused animals to switch between bodies and stuff as well too, and so because he's feeling like a little bit of an outsider, he goes to exploring, and then he finding one of these pods, and his whole life changes from there. Now, before I get into the good stuff, let's start with the bad parts about the movie. Not really had anything bad to say about this movie. I actually really enjoyed most everything I've seen from it. The story is pretty simple mostly, but the thing is though, it has a good strong meaning to the story as well too. But other than that, not really that much really bothered me or affected in a negative way. So let's move on to the positive stuff. First of all, let's start with the animation. The visuals of the animation here are very beautiful, very colorful, and the look and everything. The design of all the creatures as well is very interesting because the animals you're familiar with, but they also have a bit of a spin on them as well too. Because almost all the animals here, except for Ollie, who almost looks like maybe a gopher or some type of chipmunk or something like that. But almost all the other animals are they're not just animal. They're like a plant and an animal combined. You have the birds who have they got plant elements to their feathers. You have these deer who look like living trees, but they also deer like as well too. You got the wolves also like trees as well too. And you also got the big big creatures that almost this magnificent beings. They're almost like a woolly mammoth type sort of, but also a tree at the same time, which I don't know why they didn't do it, but with Michael B. Jordan's characters, they make it look like plant like either, but they're the only ones that look more like an animal, sort of. But everybody else looks like some kind of plant like creature as well. Even the fish have a plant like element to them as well too, which is very odd. They stand out the most because they look more animal than everybody else, which is weird. But it didn't bother me, just that it just stood out. But the visuals of this, like I said, it's something familiar that you've seen before, but at the same time, it feels different and like a whole different magical element to it as well too. I really did enjoy that. I thought the voice actors did an amazing job here. Michael B. Jordan and Juno Temple, I think they did an amazing job as their characters as well. I really did enjoy their chemistry on screen, watching together these two animals who are different, but at the same time share a lot of the same problems as well. And the whole story is very interesting as well too. But it's pretty simple. It's a pretty simple story. It's pretty much like this: walk a mile in somebody else's shoes, so you got people understand who they are. Like it's easy to judge somebody when you're on the outside, but when you actually walk in their shoes, you actually know what they're going through and they're experiencing, and so it's not so easy to quick to judge as well. I also teach you a little bit of lesson that sometimes you could do a good deed to help somebody, but also even though you do something good and with good intentions, it can still have a bad result at the same time. Because how people respond to that may not be positive. But at the same time, you can't judge them too, because what they're going through may not be maybe the reason why they responded the way they did. You find out, oh, it's not so black. So everything not so like so black and white. Well, they were mean to me. You find out why they were mean at the time. That make it right. It doesn't make it what they did was right, but you get a better understanding of who they are, the person, what was going on in their life at that time, why they caused them to be outbursts. It probably didn't mean nothing to you, offensive to you at all. You just caught them at the wrong time, and you just happen to be the person they lashed out at, which is really messed up. Because you have one group that are thriving with food, and you have one group that's not. And then the person who was thriving with food helps the other person who's not thriving, and then the person who is not thriving takes advantage of that, like the kindness, and then takes over. So now, but the thing is though, you didn't know they're starving. Or you seen these other group of people just taking over somebody else's land, and they're taking all their stuff, their resources from them, and having them starve. That's messed up. And then you get an idea. Then you find out exactly what was going on. Oh, well, that's messed up too. Yeah. So even though it's like a simple story, a story you've been retold multiple times over again, it still has a good meaning, a good it's still a good story to tell. It still has some weight to it as well. It makes it interesting because the thing though, it's not something we haven't heard before. But at the same time, it still brings something new to the table as well. So, and also, fun for the whole entire family can enjoy this, from adults can enjoy this, the kids can enjoy this as well too, and everybody can get a little message from this as well. Everybody can learn something from the movie. It doesn't matter what age you are, which is also fun at the same time. So the whole family can enjoy this and also learn something from it, and also feel something at the same time. So overall, I think the movie is great. I'm giving it a B plus. I'm giving it a B plus. Don't take my word for it. I will check it out for yourself. For the animation, the story that has been told, even though, like I said, it's not an original story, but it'll take that saying pretty literally, but it's still a good story to tell, and a good message at the same time. And the animation alone is just beautiful, just to watch as well too. And the creativity when it comes to the creation of the animals is done beautifully, because, like I said, it's something familiar, but at the same time something different, but also at the same time bringing that balance to it that makes it fun to watch. So, if you haven't seen Swap, I said check it out for yourself. Hopefully when you watch it, you will enjoy having fun watching it too, because I know I sure did. So, give my channel a like, hit the thumbs up, shaboop, and subscribe to my channel and share. I really do appreciate it. Also, links down below, links to my social media, and also to my little shops where I have a TeePublic shop, a Teespring shop, and a Redbubble shop where I sell shirts and socks, everything and whatnot. See some stuff, buy some stuff. I would appreciate it. Like I always say in my dreams of a life, I am the Ninja Rabbit. Peace out, people.